I wish somebody would have told me about this earlier. Everything Beast here, man, and I just wanted to give another, while it's fresh in my head, another red dot review. From my experience, I was going through a couple different pistols and I was looking for a good red dot, and I'm looking at everything from the Holosun to the Vortex. I even got my hands on a used Trijicon RMR. I was looking at Crimson Trace, like the 1250, the 1550, the Vortex Venom, the Vortex Viper, Holosun 403CO, the 403C, the 403K, all of them. I was kind of running through all the different ones for my Canik. I had a Canik Meta SFX Pro. I don't have it now because I just traded it off. And I just traded it off because I got an opportunity to get another Canik that I've been wanting to get my hands on. And that is, you know, the old claim and fame Canik rival. So I just got this. I traded my Canik Meta FXX Pro with my red dot that I'm about to talk to you about. So when I was doing all the research about it, I started really looking, and anybody knows anything about Canik, they know they pack a lot of quality, a lot of features into their guns at a really good price. So it's like they are like the whole, you know, what do you call it? The whole like visualization, or it's like the whole premise of most bang for your buck. It's like they're just, you know, the picture of most bang for your buck. And so I was going through a store and I was actually looking, I think it was a 503K, because the Meta takes the micro, not the mini, but the micro. And so I was looking at that, I started looking at the 403K. There's a 503K, and it was the one that's a green dot. And I started looking around, and you had ones, and the thing when you started looking at it, when you're looking for the red dots, you know, from my experience, the main things you want to look at is construction, because some of them are plastic, and some of them are, or they call them composite, and some of them are, you know, metal aluminum frames. A lot of times, you know, some of them are where you got to turn them on and turn them off. Some of them are auto on, auto off with the shake awake features. There's different size windows, different constructions, a lot of different things that you got to look at. And when I was really kind of getting down to maybe getting the Vortex, or not the Vortex, the Trijicon, even though it was used, it was still over like $400 something used. And I'm like, I just can't bring myself, when I'm looking at things like the Vortex and the Holosun, and being like, you can get a Holosun, I think the 403K, certain ones you can get them for about $200, $240 at like Academy or different places, or Amazon. Most of the time you're looking at $200, $300 range, you know, but you can get them on sale in different places. The 503s are, you know, up in that $350, you know, $400 range, and to spend that much money for a used one, when I was looking at the Holosun and the Vortex, I'm like, I don't really see a difference. It's like you're really kind of paying for that name of it. And I get it, you know, everybody wants what, you know, military and police and use and all that. I get it, you know what I mean, just like with anything else. But, and then I walked into a store, and this gentleman was looking at a Holosun, and then another gentleman says, have you seen Canik's red dot? I'm like, Canik's got a red dot? And they were like, yeah, it's the MeCanik. The MeCanik. And they got a, I think it's a M02, which is a composite plastic, which is like the lower one. And then they have this one, the one that I got, which is the M01. And I started looking at it, and I don't have it now because, like I said, it was part of the trade that I did. I've got another one coming in the mail to go on my rival. And so I wanted to kind of get it to you why it's fresh in my head, you know, because we just went out last weekend and used it. And man, I started looking at the features, and it's got shake awake. It's got the aluminum frame. It's got, it's like got a, what do you call it? A tactical contour on it. It's got the parallax free. The actual, when I was looking at the auto brightening feature was actually, when people that I was researching and was doing testing on it, was actually faster as far as the adjustments. Because like the ones when you look at the Hollisons, and I think they even said maybe the Trijicon and some of those ones, the auto brightening feature, you can see it. It's like really slow. It's like if you go from a transition from a dark room to a light room, and there's videos out there, you can see it and you'll see what I'm saying. They were showing different ones that it was actually like a really slow pace, where the MeCanik, it was actually almost instantaneous going from a dark room to a light room, as far as it adjusting that auto brightness. And I was like, wow. And I actually took it out and tried that. The place that we shoot's kind of in a shelter belt, and it kind of is going from like, you know, a light area where the sun's coming through to a real shaded area. And that was just the case. It was like instantaneous compared to some of the other ones that I had friends out there, like the Hollisons and ones where you could actually, you know, it's like it would kind of have a hesitation, like a lag to it. Construction wise, it did have, again, I'm sorry I don't have it here, but you do have a contour on the top of it, where it actually kind of almost has like these Batman ears on it. And I'll put a picture up on it right here, and so that way you can see it. I'll put a picture up. And as you can see, it actually has these little bat ears, which is actually adds to the strength for like fall and impact. And I was really impressed. I threw it on top of there and took it out with my 12-year-old son, with just very little adjustments. And every time we took it out, we were just hitting, just boom, boom, boom. Here, I mean, even check this picture out. Here's a picture right here. My son, we were at like 30, 35 yards. He set a beer bottle up and literally took the top right off of it at 35 yards. Which, I mean, if you think about it, that's like that big, man. It's like the top of a Bud Light bottle. See, check it out right here. You see that? It's like he just boom, just right top of it with that red dot. And I was like, wow, man, this. And every time we took it out, I threw it in the case. I got him doing it. We're throwing it back and forth in the back of the truck, and it never lost zero. And I think if you look at it, it does have auto on and off. And I think even at the lowest setting, it has like 60,000 hours, which is like 6.5 years of light at the lowest setting. So it's like pretty much putting a battery. It comes with a battery, but you come with the battery and it's like you can almost forget about it. It's like, and really, I mean, I don't know why people really make a fuss. You can go get a new battery for like $4 or $5. Like, is it really that big of a deal? People are like, oh man, I want my battery. Like, and I get it. Some people are lazy, they don't want to take it on up, but really, is it that big a deal? And I mean, it comes with, you know, your typical stuff. It comes with dust cover, your bolts and everything. And it also comes with the school. Hold on, where's it? Because I don't think it's in the box. Check this out. It also comes with this little 4-way tool. It's like all the adjustments you need. I mean, it's got everything on there. It's like a little flathead. It's got Allens and stars for taking the red dot on and off, and it's even got the little one right there. Can you see that? Focus in. Get that for doing all the adjustments on the sides. So you literally throw this in your pocket. It comes with the MeCanik, and you got everything right there. You don't have to grab any tools. You don't have to grab any Allen wrenches. They give you this little 4-way. It's like, bam, man. It's like, what else you need? Like I said, it's just like their guns. The sight, I can't recommend it more. There you go. My review on it for everything that I was looking at for the Hollison. Now, the Hollison ones, you do have the solar feature, which some people like that. It's a cool thing. You know what I mean? I have that on my Hollison red dot I have on one of my rifles. It is kind of cool because, you know, that's a power source when you're out in the sun. But really, when you got those type of hours and it's auto on and off, does it really really need it? No, hell no. But construction was aluminum. Embossments, tactical contour on the front. Parallax was great. The red dot, you know, I got other ones, and, you know, I got astigmatism, so you get that starring effect. The red dot was always precise. The target acquiring was always right on. I had no trouble with it, even though it's a micro, so it's a smaller window. I had no trouble with it. It fit perfectly on the Canik. So it was just like anybody that knows anything about Canik. If you are a Canik fan, and I don't know, people like try to throw the Hollisons and stuff on there, but if you're a Canik fan, I would really take a good look at this, especially for the price. I think they listed on the website at like $229, $250. You can get them. I got them at my local shop for like $189. $189, man. It's like I said, you got all the features of all those big boys. Boom. It's like the same, like the difference with the guns. I know I keep saying it, but they did it again, but with a red dot. And I've had no problem with it. And that's what I'm saying. I just traded it off to get this rival, and I just ordered another one because I'm going to put it on this sucker too. I'm the most bang for the buck. That's what I'm saying. Any of my reviews, I want the most bang for the buck. The MeCanik M01. Now, that's where I didn't go to M02, just like I wouldn't look at the Romeo or the Crimson Trace 1550, and there was a couple other brands, hollow ones that use the composite body. I don't really know where I'm at on that. Like I said, if I got something that's going there that's got that much shake and that much impact, I'm going to want a metal frame. But yeah, you got the metal frame. Like I said, you've got strengthening and the molding of it. Man, it's like all the features just packed all into one for 100. I think I even seen them on eBay. They were selling on eBay for like $169. It was like, what the hell, man? It's like you can't beat that for everything they're throwing in a package. Yeah, it is what I feel the most bang for your buck if you're looking for a micro red dot for your pistol. And again, I'm not trying to make this too long. I try to keep it real simple, but I'm just telling you, I've had it out. I had it out multiple times. Only reason why I got rid of it because it went with the trade on my FSX Pro for my rival, and I'm getting another one to throw on my rival. I thought about somebody's like, oh, you should get a Holosun. No, I went and even looked at the Holosun, and I was like, oh man, you know, because you want to get that name. It's like them bragging rights. But if I'm looking for the most that I can get out of my money, I'm going right back with that MeCanik M01. But I hope that helps. If you're looking for that red dot and people are like, you've seen it, you didn't know, I'm telling you right now, you get it, you will not look back. It is an excellent product, just like their Canik, especially if you're throwing the MeCanik on a Canik. It was just like two peas in a pot, like it was just meant to be. All right, man, I hope that helps. If you've got any questions or anything, just like usual, throw it in the comments. Again, sorry I don't have it with me. I literally traded it off today, but again, I got another one in, and I will do some videos when I get it on my rival, getting out there shooting it. Man, till next time, I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.